What is going on, all you WXYZ words? It's Matt with Liberace Gaming coming at you. Since the last episode, I had transitioned to Typhon, and I was just rearranging my squads, and realized I had a little plasma gun that was specifically spec'd that only the Force Commander Israel could use it. Now, since we are speccing him for melee, I said, that's actually completely worthless to me. So I recycled it, and that was enough to get Tarkus up. Now, I have given him the frag grenades. Thaddeus is specced out with the melta bombs in the event that we run into any vehicles. And I also equipped him with our Purifier of Tombs, which, in comparison to that, actually increased only the range damage, only slightly, probably due to the slower attack speed, even though it's a significant boost in base damage. And it's also going to leave him with less energy, but we only really use that periodically at best. But it's going to be a 13% chance that the enemy takes plus 8 damage per second over 6 seconds, which, total, that's almost an additional 50 damage per shot. So, and I think it's got better anti-V. Oh, yeah. It's just a BAMF. It is just a slayer of heavy infantry, and also much more utilitarian against vehicles and buildings. So, with his new level up, we're going to get him his additional slot. Okay. And then we're going to get him up here. Since now we're getting into the plasma rifles, he's going to get plasma guns. What else? Flamers. Situational. If there's a mission with heavy Tyranid infestation, I might take a flamer if I get one. But other than that, I'm going to stick with bolters and plasma rifles with him. Otherwise, we'll sneak him up here. I really want to get him up to veteran squad mates. That just, it's so good for Tarkus. And other than that, I am leaving the Rosarius behind, and I'm giving the FC the plus 10 armor rating, just to make him a little bit more survivable. I know I was going to save it for Thaddeus, but Thaddeus, I also spec him out. It's kind of a toss-up. That's why I want to get him his additional slot, so I can give him. He's usually the guy I can send my melta bombs on, and also get him that extra slot. So, mission is, we got Eyes of the Eldar.
Commander, we have located the Eldar raiding party that threatens our supply lines between Typhon and Calderas. We have identified their leader as the dangerous Ranger Nemerian. He is apparently coming from an operation in Orc territory. This is our chance to cripple Eldar operations on Typhon. We may also uncover more of the Eldar's plans. I suggest we neutralize him immediately, Commander.
Okay, thank you, Martellus. So, despite having rank over Martellus, he's still telling us what to do. Again, I cannot emphasize how much of a jerk face he is. And we're going to get cluster mine packs. I don't really use them, so this is kind of just going to be a mission just for the sake of missions. And hopefully our loading screen will not be too awful long, otherwise I am going to have to completely edit this. I don't really like doing a lot of editing, as you might have seen. I prefer just to give you the raw footage. If I'm dropping F-bombs, I apologize. I try to keep myself in check here. I do my best to at least make it a little bit, at least PG-13, if not completely PG. I'm sure, by now in the 21st century, people have heard a lot worse than, a rogue F-bomb. So we're going to have these destroy the webway gates. This is going to be the first time we see these. The Eldar, being that they were once masters of the universe, they've perfected the art of traveling in what's known as the warp. That's like the other sci-fi settings, hyperspace, inner space, however you want to call it. It's the ethereal immaterium that it runs parallel with the physical universe, and allows people to transition from one point A to point B, not near instantaneously, but a lot faster than what would have been. It's their hyperdrive. Except they got some kind of event horizon thing going on where the immaterium is also hell. So there's demons, there's evil forces at work that are always seeking to dismantle civilization and all that is good. We'll hit the any key. And we're going to get right on it. We're going to get our little drop pod. Just...
Eldar warriors have deployed to defend the target, Commander. They hope to cover his escape, no doubt.
This we cannot allow.
You said it, Tarkus. And let's get everybody just rolling on in here. Let's see if we can get Thaddeus jumping in. Just making a nuisance of himself, because that's what Thaddeus does best. Let's see if we can actually get the FC over here. Okay, let's get Tarkus in over here. Oh. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Ooh, that was rough. Gonna get a frag grenade in there. There we go. Let's get... Oh, I didn't... Oh, no! Oh, well. I didn't swap out Cyrus's shotgun. Not as good as Eldar. Not as good against Eldar. But we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. We can handle it.
Deal with that.
See? Cyrus is just telling us to deal with it. Okay, so our foundry is blue, which means we've already captured it, so our only option is to get a shrine to the Emperor.
This is vigilant.
And while they boost up the amount of uses you have for the Rosarius, they also have the added benefit of helping with the infestation. I guess having a little bit of faith goes a long way when you're dealing with Gribblies that just want to eat your brain and turn you into a biological paste. Don't know if I buy it, but that's the reasoning.
At your command.
The Emperor wouldn't lie.
Assault squad on the way.
Okay, they should be just walking right up into a trap. It's a trap!
Engage jump.
There we go, look at that. Let's get Cyrus in. Let's get him just shooting people point blank with his shotty. Oh my god. That's what I hate about Eldar. God, they're so annoying. Let's see if we can get...
Take out that Eldar. This way. Redeploy. Aerial assault. Go.
Tactical
Thaddeus, redeploy.
Thaddeus, deal with him, please.
It is done. Move on.
These guys are just so annoying. Let's see if we can get a grenade on in here. These guys are starting to irritate me. Let's see if we can get a jump on in here. There we go. Perfect. We're just burning through med packs, though. Alright, everybody just deal with him, because his sniping is just irritating me. Alright, get that. Let's get Thaddeus in here. Let's get Tarkus in over here. FC just sitting out there like a target. That's what you do best, don't you, FC?
target acknowledged.
There we go. Now we're...
Field generators are deploying now, Commander. Additional generators will not be available until your next deployment.
Thank you, Martellus. Alright, let's get you over here. Let's get Tarkus in over here. And let's get the FC and Thaddeus rolling in heavy. Yeah, from what I've seen, you can see a lot of people will post their matches of Warhammer 40k. They actually the tabletop version, the original. And from what I've seen, actually, Eldar are one of the most annoying armies that are available for players. And it's quite ironic because it's at least I guess the developers did a good job of replicating that.
Remain vigilant.
Okay, so let's get on into there. Boom. Let's just start. Let's get our shoddy up here. Just get our shoddy and boop. What are you doing, Tarkus? You're killing me, buddy. Thaddeus is standing there. Thaddeus is just getting overextended like he does. Like he's a want to do. And let's retreat. Let's retreat. Come on, Thaddeus. Let's retreat. Let's get Cyrus in over here. And we're going to charge into this mess. There we go. It'd be a lot better if we had our sniper rifle, but that's what I do. I make mistakes.
Go. Moving this way.
If you guys saw a play-by-play of my life, you would just see that like it's just like a trend. Poor choices. Poor choices.
Tactical squad repositioning.
I'm kidding. I mean, kind of. Not really. Alright, I mean, I don't think the Emperor would be very proud of my choices. Okay, let's just keep rolling on up here.
Assault squad on the way.
Trying to utilize my hotkeys as best I can, but as you may have noticed, I am not what would be termed a crack player. You know, there's like the people that play, you know, the Koreans that play Start, that's like a national sport for them. Let's get you over here. Let's get Tarkus capturing this. Let's get Cyrus hiding up. No, he's got a shotgun, so he's not going to do any good. Brigandine of Swiftness. Up Cyrus. I need to get you in there, FC. Charge! Just start blowing, bamfing that thing. Is that thing captured? Did you capture that, Tarkus? Alright, good. What do we got? Who is doing that to me? That is just absurd. Who is under assault? What fortifications? We don't even have any fortifications. Why has he got armor on? Why is he not even... Why is he not destroyable? What's going... Is this a glitch? This is starting to aggravate me. This is starting to aggravate me. Okay, let's deal with this. Let's get Cyrus stealthed. Let's see what we can do. Okay, he's probably going to get seen, but hey. How did you get in a building, Thaddeus? I think my hotkey screwed up at some point. It's probably D cannon. That's probably what's doing it. So actually, let's get him.
Eldar, be alert.
There we go. Let's get you back. And get you guys jumping on in here. And actually, let's re-stealth Cyrus. Get him right up here. We gotta depack this thing, otherwise they're gonna just... They're going to just keep pouring out the filthy little Xenos that they are. There you go, Cyrus. You said it. You said it, buddy. Chapter Battle Standard. There we go. Alright, let's just get everybody up here. We gotta push. We gotta push hard. Cyrus, get into cover.
Where we need it, engage jump packs.
Boom. Do that. Everybody pull back. Except Cyrus is gonna stealth. See if we can do a double. See if we can get a. See if we can do a doble on this one. Get a doble. Okay, Cyrus, that was an awful throw. That was a weak ass throw, man.
Structure flat. Open fire!
All right, let's jump on in here. Gotta deal with this warlock. Okay.
Destroy them.
Did you get that pack back up? Nope. But it is now, isn't it, Cyrus? Deal with this jerk. There we go. Now, we've dealt with him handily. Let's jump on in here. Let's get our other boys down here. This might have been a bad idea. See if we can get a frag on them. Let's get our super badass mode going. Nope, we can't do a jump down here yet.
Take out that Eldar.
Let's get Cyrus uncloaked. Shoot that. Right now, it's just so chaotic right now. We're gonna... Okay. Not too bad. Got a little crazy, but we actually didn't lose anybody. I mean, this guy... Oh, I hate these Eldar. They just always just come out of nowhere.
This way, brothers.
Actually, let's get Cyrus in over here.
That crushed them. Eldar down. Move on.
Got a little stun, but that's okay. Plasma gun acquired. We'll just recycle that because that is just garbage. Okay. So after that, rather crazy. What is it? Oh, they're just flagging these little force shield things. Okay. There was... Where is it? There's a hidden little... I saw it. There it is. Let's get you. Shoot that. There we go. We'll restock some of our ammunitions. Our munitions, if you will. And we are well on our way to conquering this for the Emperor. Alright. So again, we're probably just we'll get the FC. This guy's rolling in here. Let's get Cyrus. I really regret not changing him out, but not the end of the game. Not the end of the world. And luckily, these guys are really flimsy, so it doesn't take much. Even if they close in melee, they just shoot up. They're worse than Thaddeus. Epitaph of the Martyr. Okay, let's get Tarkus in here.
With me, brothers, advance.
There we go. We'll just get the FC. Get Cyrus in over here. Shooting stuff with a shotty. With his 12 gauge.
You humans always make a mess of things. No wonder the boss here chose the Orcs as our instruments instead of you.
And all this time, you might have been killing Tyranids. You deserve everything that's coming to you.
The Eldar know the Tyranids are coming. That explains their actions among the Orcs.
What do the Tyranids have to do with Eldar helping Orcs?
A full-fledged Orc uprising could actually slow the Tyranids, Thaddeus. If the Eldar were not doing this on our own recruiting worlds, we could use the situation to our advantage.
Using Orcs and Eldar to stop an enemy? Why would we waste our time with that? We are Space Marines. We fear nothing, because we are fear incarnate.
We may be fear incarnate, Avitus, but we face an enemy that knows no fear. We will need every advantage we can get if we want to save the sector.
See, Cyrus being a jerkface.
Are rewarded with victory.
Alright, so we got some useless cluster mines, which we can, if you wanted to, you could slap those on Cyrus, but again, I don't really find a use for them. And we're not going to be able to tick it up. Even though we have the one manufacturer on the planet, we're not going to be able to get it, but not too shabby. Loads of loot. I mean, well, not really loads, but I mean, we got a good amount. Brigandina Swiftness, that is such good armor. Level 8, though. So, only Cyrus ticked up, so let's get rolling. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the Orcs, a lot of people love the Orcs. I mean, I do love the Orcs as well, just because of their, I mean, they are humorous. And depending on the portrayal and whatever fiction that you seem to be involved in, that you're reading or playing at the time, their bloodthirstiness / behavior varies. You know, in some depictions, they are, you know, they're a bunch of goofballs that they just fight. I mean, they're essentially soccer hooligans. I think that's really where Games Workshop kind of developed or drew their basis from them. They're just looking for a good time, and their good time is fighting. If there's not a fight to be had, they don't even bother with you. Thus, they're not involved in any raping. They do pillage, but no raping. They don't murder women and children. In other depictions, they are so bloodthirsty that, yeah, they slaughter everything in their way, just for the sake of slaughter. So, really some inconsistencies depending on the author or developer, publisher, but they also have a tendency...
So the Eldar were uniting the Orcs to slow down the Tyranids?
Yes, Nemerian clearly knew of the Tyranids.
This explains much, but we have been getting reports of other Eldar activity in the sector that is not related to the Orcs. Clearly, the Eldar have other plans in motion, none of which can be good for us. I will keep you apprised of any further developments, Commander.
What can you tell us about the Tyranids, Cyrus?
The Tyranids are unlike any other threat we have faced, Targus. Orcs may operate in vast hordes, but they still have individual chieftains that unite them. Kill these chieftains, and the Orc horde is weakened and scattered. A Tyranid hive fleet, however, is a single massive organism. Every creature in the swarm is simply one part of a single terrifying mind. We cannot break the Tyranids' morale or take advantage of their pride. We cannot make them see reason. And for every beast we kill, 1,000,000 more are ready to take its place.
But what do they want?
The hive devours entire worlds. Its goal is to feed itself and grow. And it will not stop until the entire galaxy is consumed.
Commander, the Orcs continue to undermine our defenses on Calderas. We need to shore up these defenses if we are to have any hope of stopping the Tyranids.
Okay, thank you for that rather pessimistic outlook, Cyrus. So, as I was saying, yeah, the Orcs have a tendency of being the cat's paws of any other faction, whether it's Eldar, the Chaos Space Marines. Don't really know if the Tau use them. Tau, we're not going to see much of the Tau. Actually, we're not going to see any of the Tau. Of course, in true Games Workshop fashion with Warhammer 40k, you can purchase. There is a Last Stand mode. Never really played it, don't really know what it's about, but I do know that you can purchase a Tau hero to use in it. But again, downloadable content at an additional cost. Sigh. Let's check our level ups here. Okay, now he can use it finally. So it boosts his armor by 4 and +9. Yeah, I mean it's specially geared towards him, so I'm just gonna slap that on him. And he's got his little jetpack straps, got his little backpack straps, got some blinged out skulls, got some purity seals, some wax, and some scribbles on some paper. And he's also got some kind of golden laurel here. So he is packing and ready to go. Okay, chapter battle standard. But first, let's go through and see what we were going towards. Aegis of Fury, if I'm not mistaken. Jack that right on up, and now he's temporarily invulnerable. It gains health. Oh god. Yeah, I think I'm just going to continue up this. I really need to get him an extra loadout slot, but really, we're not getting enough seals. That's really where they come in. You give them an action item, and then you also give them a seal that will kind of give them a slight buff. But we're not really acquiring enough of them. I was really hoping, because some of my playthroughs, you get like a purity seal every mission. And it's kind of biting me. I mean, eventually, by the end game, you want everybody with as many loadout slots anyway. But it's just not really worth it. Laraman's Blessing. I mean, it's kind of it's kind of good because he does die a lot. So we do want to get him up there because I think eventually I don't know how soon we are away from it, but we will be getting some power weapons. So let's deposit some of this white gear. This bleh gear. I'm really going to have to take a look at starting to recycle some of this. Stalwart Companion. Are we at that yet? Can you equip that? No, you can't. Okay, so I can't even equip the battle standard? That's lame. This comes in super handy because then you'll have the recovery stimulant kit on them, and you have this. Yeah, and I mean the rally ability is essentially yet another health, so you can just kind of cycle these out, and almost as long as you're not taking super extensive damage, you can just cycle these out and almost have a never-ending supply of heals. I will accept that this is limited by how many you have, and this is only limited by energy, so kind of a neat little trick. Okay, let's get this garbage off Cyrus. And I mean, you can equip him with bolters, but why would you? Okay, we're gonna go with this one, and we'll recycle Honored Silence. Not enough to tick up though. Let's see what we have here. I mean, that is huge. I mean, 20% sight range. That's crazy. But I'm going to go with the fact that this is a level 3 versus a level 4, so I'm going to recycle that. And that gets the FC up. And now we can equip this. And we got ourselves a little flag like a samurai. We have just got our samurai on. And that'll make him that much more. Break suppression and heal nearby allies. Yeah, that's huge. That is so good. And we have Stalwart Companion. Let's compare it. You know, it's not that much more damage. It does give him a boost in his health tree and allows for faster energy regeneration. But since he is supposed to... I just can't do it. I just can't justify it. And let's see here. So we have this. Let's start working our way up the old health tree. And start getting him... This will increase his charge distance. This is going to become him highly resistant to knockdown. Becomes invulnerable while using to victory. And significant chance to instantly regain consciousness when incapacitated. Yeah, let's just start getting his health up there. Okay, I think that's about it. We're going to keep this. Ooh, that's huge. That's a huge increase in armor. But with the Purity Seal, it kind of negates it. And it would decrease his damage. Let's see what that does. And just, it's not as cool. It's not as cool. Okay. Crimson Immortality. Okay, enough of looking at you. Okay, we have his, and let's see, yep, we got his high-powered shot, which is just, so delicious, so delicious. And now, I mean, this is kind of a moot point. You don't really, I mean, you can equip him with flamers, but, I mean, why would you? And let's... Let's just start cranking him up the energy tree. He really needs as much. And then at this... Where is it? Yeah, this is huge. Just remains cloaked even while he's dropping bombs on people. Okay. I think that's enough. I'm going to keep this just on the off chance that we might need it for another mission. So I think that's enough for this time. Next episode, we will be going back to Calderis yet again. Looks like we've got our Tyranid infestation already well underway here, just dropping Gribblies. But it's not at, it's not at red alert levels. So we'll leave it there, and we will pick up on Calderis in the next episode. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you again next time.